All right. Happy Tuesday, you guys. Hope you guys are having an awesome day so far. It is what, Tuesday the 5th, I think. The 5th. I never know the day of the week or the date, but that's what happens when you work from home. Really never know the date. But I hope you guys are having a great start to your week. It's so awesome to see you guys, and I am really, really happy to see so many of you on this call because it is a topic that is so important to your business. If you have not printed out the Success Club System Tracker, I hope that you guys do, and if you didn't do it tonight, it's okay. If you don't have a printer, it's kind of last minute. But make sure you go into your Coach Online office under training and print out the Success Club System Tracker. It is going, I'm telling you, if there's one thing that's going to help you to build your business, and if you're on this call, that means that you want to build a business and you're here, you're showing up on our team calls because you want to see success, you want to reach your goals, which is amazing. So just kudos for being here. But this tracker, you guys, this tracker will help you reach your goals, no doubt, if you're consistent with it. Okay, consistency is key. So who has goals here that you want to reach in 2019? Let me see hands. I see Courtney's waving with 2 hands. She's got lots of goals. Yay, and Cheryl, hello, hi. She's got goals too. She's like, I'm in. So cute. Awesome. So do your goals involve helping people? Do your goals involve helping your family? Do they involve making extra income, right? Maybe one, maybe all of them, maybe 2. But I know for me, my goals include all of those things. So I am committed to filling out this tracker every single day. So do you know how to reach those goals? Okay, that might be something that you're still, turn off the notifications on my phone. Just talked about that on my live video today. I didn't follow my own rules. Okay, so, you know, some of you may be thinking, okay, I have these goals, but I'm not really sure how to get there. This will help you get there, okay? Following every step on this list consistently will help you get there. I was in the beta test group for the Success Club Tracker system. I had a few coaches with me, and you guys, this is legit. This tracker is legit. It's fairly new. I know some of you have been using it for a while. Some of you are brand new to it, just using it for the first time. So I'm going to review this as if you're doing this for the first time. Okay, so I'm going to explain exactly how to go through each section and what you're gonna do. I have some slides I'm gonna share too. Yes, I made slides. So when you guys have an hour to an hour and a half to work your business, this is what you should be doing, the Success Club Tracker business. No scrolling, no fancy picture making, right? It can be tempting to make those fancy images for Facebook or Instagram or your challenge groups, but when you are committed to that hour, an hour and a half, you have to be committed to the business building activities, okay? Fill it out, you guys, every single day, every single week. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. Do I move this window? All right, Success Club System Business Activity Tracker. This is what it looks like, okay? Some of you might be familiar, some of you might not be. Get familiar with this, you guys. This is a game changer, okay? Promise you, if you have goals, this will help you get there. And all this Success Club System Tracker includes is the 4 vital behaviors. And hopefully you've been on this team at least a few days, you've already probably heard what the 4 vital behaviors are. But you're gonna hear all about them on the call. Be proof the products work, connect, invite, follow up, get people results, and personal development. Okay, those are your 4 vital behaviors, and that's how this form is broken down. Okay, so I already said when to use the tracker, just when you have time to crunch out your power hour, just an hour to an hour and a half a day. Okay, no scrolling, no fancy pics, follow the system.
Amy, can you mute everybody? I'm having a hard time here.
Oh, yes. Let me do that. I'm just going to have to stop sharing my screen for a minute. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. I think I got everyone. But if you are not muted, make sure that you do mute just to avoid the feedback. Awesome, thank you guys. Okay, back to screen sharing. Okay, is that better with the feedback? Okay, awesome. All right, so the very first thing on your Success Club tracker sheet is your why, okay? You guys know how important your why is. If you've been on this team for a while, this should be non-negotiable. You know what it is. You should know it like so easily. It's something you think about every single day. So that should be on your sheet every single week. Fill it in. Even if you know what your why is, make sure you write it out every week when you rewrite your sheet, just because it's a great daily reminder, okay? As you're filling out your sheet, you look to your why. If you're feeling kind of blah, like you don't want to do inviting today, you look to your why, and that reminds you why you're doing this, okay? So get clear on your why you're doing this. Let your vision drive your actions every single day, okay? So have that vision, have that why. Okay, so if you sit down, right? If you sit down to do your power hour every single day without your why, without reminding yourself of your why, all these things, all these action steps are just gonna feel like blah. Like you're not gonna feel like you wanna do them. So make sure you're clear with what your why is, okay? And then the next thing right next to that is your target market, okay? This is something you're gonna need to figure out. Like, who do you want to find? Who do you wanna connect with? Who would you like to reach out to? What type of person are you looking for? So I'll tell you I don't really have a type of person. My target market is any person who wants to improve their life. That's what I'm thinking about every single day. And if you look at our team and you look at who's on this call right now, we all look different. And that's because I don't have like I want 22-year-olds and all blondes and this and that. Like I have a target market that I just want people that want to improve their lives. Okay, that's my target market. So you need to find yours, right? Find what your target market is, who you want to help. Okay, so the very first section and the first vital behavior is you prove the product works, okay? This is the number one thing you need to do every single day, okay? Every single day. This is just a no-brainer, but how many people don't do this every day? Right? How many times have we slid off track? Maybe we've just, forgot to do our workout today, or, we didn't use our Shakeology for a week straight. You really have to use the products, okay? You have to rock your personal journey. If you're not incorporating the whole Beachbody system into your life, you should, okay? That means Shakeology, that means your workouts, that means performance supplements, the boost, the meal plans, the beach bars. Everything that you guys can replace with another item, you should replace, okay? The more you use, the more you believe it. The more you can talk about it, the more you can share it, the more authentic and confident you will be if you're using more of the products, okay? So don't do anything, absolutely anything in your business before you take care of numero uno, which is you, okay? Loud and clear on that one? Okay, the next thing, okay, and these, you guys, this next section is called the IPA section. It's your income producing activities, okay? These are the things that most people skip, okay, because they're not sexy, they're not fun, but if you wanna increase your goal, you wanna increase your income, you wanna increase your business, you wanna make an impact, you wanna help more people, these are the things you need to do every single day. Okay, so number one, connect, invite, follow up. Okay, and I suggest you guys get a timer. If you're on my power hours, I set a timer. It's a non-negotiable. If I don't set a timer, I will literally be connecting with people all day long, okay, or following up all day long. I have to have that timer to remind myself to switch gears, okay, and you should too. So the first thing, you guys, with connecting is initiating that connection and adding followers, okay? So why do you need to do this? Why? Because if you're not growing the eyeballs, seeing your posts, you're not growing your business, okay? Really, like that's the end of story. Like if you're not growing your followers, you're not gonna grow your business, okay? You can't talk to the same 500 people over and over and over again and expect them to hop on board for one reason or another. They just won't. You constantly have to be growing and expanding and talking to new people and getting to know them, and loving on them. This is the fun part to me. Like, I honestly love this part. It's meeting new friends. It's connecting with humans. Like, and that's what this Beachbody mission is all about. It's connecting, building relationships, loving on people. Like, this is my favorite part. And be intentional about it. It's not about the quantity. It's about the quality, right? So how do you expand your market, right? That's the question. How do I expand? You can use hashtags, right? If you have a really dialed in market or dialed in niche, you can use hashtags to find followers. But what I like to do now is I like to go to larger pages. Okay, so I call them target accounts. Okay, so people that have like a huge following. And what I do is I'll find a mom, or I'll find a fitness person outside of Beachbody. Don't find a fitness person that already does Beachbody. That would not be good. That looks like my vibe, or they look like my tribe. And someone that they attract people that I might attract myself. That's what I'm thinking about when I'm following their page. And I simply use their page to connect with their followers. So I use it as like a home base. Okay, so I use their page to connect with people that are liking their stuff, that are commenting on their stuff, especially the people that are commenting, because I'm already looking at these people like they're engaging, right? If they're engaging on their stuff and I go follow them and they follow me back, they're likely to engage on my stuff too. They're already showing that they're an interactive person and they're engaging. So use that account as a home base to find new people all in one spot. So you're not like all over the place. You find one page, you zone in. And then I use it to like follow 50 people, okay? You can tailor that to your needs or whatever your goals are, but be zoned in, like have your like blinders on and don't answer messages, just follow. And I just look at their profile. That's it. They look like my vibe, they look like my tribe. I just click follow, okay? That's all I do. And then you can add them to a collection. If you don't know what an Instagram collection is, it's simply like an album that you can create, and go Google it, you guys. You can Google how to like set up Instagram collections. But this is one of the ways I track. This is one of the ways I track people. So the next day I go into that collection where I just followed 50 people and I connect with them. I love on them. I engage with them. I talk to them. I go love on their stuff. I watch their stories and engage on them. So that's what I do, right? I be interested in them. You have to be interested, not interesting. Okay? And let those invites happen organically. Okay? Listen for a problem and then find a solution. And I don't know about you guys, but I think that what we have could be a solution for anybody. Don't you? Right? Like, we have a solution that could solve so many people's needs. Nutrition, fitness, mindset, financial, community, accountability. All of those things could help the people we're talking to. So listen for a problem, find a solution. So find an easy way to track, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but that's what I like to do. I like to go into my power hour the following day and connect with those 50 people that I followed, okay? And all I am doing when I'm going to engage with them and initiate that connection is just being like a nice person, just being a nice human. I'm hearing their struggles, right? And then once I hear their struggles, I'll say, hey, have you ever thought about doing this? You should jump into one of our groups. This is exactly what we do. And then they'll usually say, oh, I haven't. Tell me more, right? And then the conversation can start going from there. Okay. So where are we now? Connecting, adding followers, social media posts. All right. Sorry, I think I skipped around here, you guys. Okay. All right. Social media post. Okay, the next thing is your social media post. Okay, this is pretty self-explanatory, right? Just make sure you have a post out there on social media. Share your journey. Okay, you can't just be working out behind the scenes and doing your personal growth behind the scenes and then be chatting with someone and have them go to your page. And if they see that you're not on some type of journey, right? A health journey, fitness journey, nutrition journey, happiness journey. If they see that you're not doing that on your page, They're not going to think your storefront is open. And that's really what your social media page is, whether it's Instagram or whether it's Facebook. It is your storefront. You have to be there. You have to be open. Okay, so share your journey, share your social media post. That's really pretty self-explanatory. Okay, share the benefits of a healthy lifestyle. Okay, the next thing is update your stories. Okay, this is sharing just who you are. Okay, I like to say your social media post is your highlight reel and your stories are your behind the scenes, right? Your reality show. It's you in real life. Okay, and don't overthink this, you guys. I have so many people come to me nervous, and I get it. I was so nervous to start sharing on my stories. I was. And I'm honest when I tell people that, you know, my husband and my kids make fun of me for talking to my invisible friends. I'm walking around, walking with the dog, and I'm talking to people, right? It's pretty funny and it's humorous, but I make it funny, and I am myself, right? I just am unapologetically me. My kids know it, and that's just what people are starting to follow me. And maybe, you know, I talk to people and they care more about my dog and my kids than they do about me. But I eventually start sharing my coaching journey, and I share my pep juice every morning, and I share my workouts, and I talk about coaching. So I'm sprinkling those seeds in my story. So even though they might like my kids and my dog and other things better than me, at some point they will hear about what I do, and they will hear about coaching. They'll see my workouts. They'll see that I'm being real, and they might join me, right? So use your stories, you guys, as just as simple. I like to think of it as a journal. Just think about you writing in a journal. What would you share in your journal? Like, not the private personal stuff, obviously, but it's a journal of your life, right? I want you guys to really ask yourself, are you struggling to grow a team? The things that you should be sharing in your stories, you could share a day in the life of coaching. Right? If you struggle to talk about coaching on your Facebook wall, share it in your stories. I've seen so many of you guys do this so amazingly well. I love it. I'll go to your stories and I'll see who did it the other day. Wendy, I think Wendy Wijaya did it. She did a little day in the life of coaching. It was so cute. Every slide had something different that she was doing that day related to her coaching journey and her business. It was really cool to see. So if you're doing that consistently, people aren't gonna, like, when you start talking to them about coaching, they're not gonna be like, what in the world are you talking about? They're gonna be like, oh, I've seen what you're doing on your stories. It looks really cool. Tell me more. Okay, I'll add you to my sneak peek this week, right? Or I'll share this little 11-minute video with you about coaching, right? It becomes a lot easier if you are sharing it on your stories, okay? And there's so many things, you guys. If you're doing the 4 vital behaviors, you have things to share in your stories, okay? If you're doing your personal, share all those things. Share your personal development every morning. Share your shake every morning. Share your pep juice or your mom crack or whatever you call your energize. So many different names. But that's literally it, you guys. Just share you. Don't feel awkward, okay? Just be you. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll feel, okay? So make sure, and don't spend all day, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be pretty. Every slide doesn't have to be crafted into this beautiful picture, okay? Just make it real. Doesn't even have to have words on it. Just make it a video of yourself, and don't feel like everything has to be fancy. I used to think it did. I used to try everything being so pretty and fancy. Now I'm just like basic. I just have to keep it updated throughout the day, because the more you guys keep your updated stories throughout the day, the more your stories will show up first on, like, when you see the circles across your page on Instagram, keep updating that, because they'll keep shuffling to the front, okay? It doesn't mean sit there all day on your phone and update your stories. Find the time in your day where you have time to update. I don't update right after my workout. I don't update my workout stories. I'll update it while I'm eating lunch or something. Like, I'll find time. Okay, so that's stories. Respond to likes and comments, okay? This just means be genuine, okay? Go look at their page and find something to connect with them about. If someone likes your post or they comment on your post, engage on that too, you guys. Keep your comment section going. Keep your comment section going. If you have a Facebook post going and you have people engaging, always be the last one to comment. Nobody can beat me in the comment section. I will always be the last person to comment, even if it's an emoji. Okay, you should be the last one to comment. The more you keep your comments going in your Facebook feed on that post, the more it's gonna jump up. Have you guys ever noticed when you post like a picture or something really engaging on Facebook, and you start commenting on it the next day, all of a sudden you get more people commenting because it bumped back up. It's crazy. It's really cool. Okay, so, in the beginning, you guys, when you have, responding to likes, comments, and messages, you can do it. Like if you're starting to grow and you have so many people liking and commenting, you can't possibly reach out to everyone, but set a goal. Like I'm going to reach out to like 10 or 15 of these people, and then the next day you can do more. Okay, but in the beginning, you can absolutely do this and connect with everyone, especially your story views, you guys. Your story views should be a part of your power hour every day. Anybody viewing your stories is already watching your life. They're already in the know. They already feel like they know you. Okay, so you should be talking to them. Okay, and literally, it's just a super simple message like, "Hey, girl, thanks so much for following along my journey and my stories. It really helps to keep me motivated and inspired. Are you on a health and fitness journey too?" Or go to their page, find something that you can connect with them on, and say, "Hey, oh my gosh, I have a golden doodle dog too. How do you keep his fur so like beautiful? Because I cannot brush my dog for the life of me. He hates it." Okay, so then it just gets the conversation flowing. Okay, so that's it. Respond to likes and comments. Okay, and then the last part is invite and follow up. Okay, this, you guys, is a non-negotiable. If you want to build your business, you should never, ever skip this step. And it's the step that so many, like I said in my live video today, so many people skip this step. And that's where you're going to struggle. I will ask coaches sometimes where they'll say, my team's not growing, or I feel like I'm not getting my Success Club points every month. And then I ask how many people they're inviting a day, and it's not there. Okay, the invites and the follow-ups just aren't there. So that's what you really have to look at. If you want to hit Success Club and you want to grow your business and your team, you have to look at how many invites you're setting, or how many invites you're posting a day or sending people. And it depends on your goal, right? Your goal is going to be different from everybody else's on this call. If you have a goal, let's just use an example. If you have a goal for 5-star, okay, that's your goal. Honestly, I would say 25 to 50 invites a day. Right? If your goal is diamond, 5 invites a day, right? Just an example. You guys could go above that, you'd go below it. But that's just an example that I felt like I have done to reach those goals. Okay. So let's see. All right. So again, like I said, you have to invite if you want to grow your business. Send invites to bless. I want you guys to think about this and like let it resonate in your head. Send invites to bless someone's life, not to hit Success Club. Send invites to bless someone's life, not to hit Success Club. Okay? Success Club is there. It is non-negotiable. It's so important for you to hit in your business if you want to grow. Okay? But don't think of the points. Think about how you're going to bless that person's life with what we have to offer. That's huge. Okay? So think about that. Every time you go to invite someone or you go to follow up with someone, say that to yourself. I am sending this invite to bless someone's life. Okay, it'll get your mindset trained right. All right, moving on to the next section. All right, the third section of the business activity tracker is getting people results. This is a new part of our vital behaviors, and I absolutely love it. It's like my favorite part. It's like even on my vision board is to get more transformations this year in my challenge groups. I think it's like the center of our business is getting people results. You guys need to be a challenger for life yourself. Like you should be in a challenge group, whether it's your own or it's my challenge group or your coaches or your upline's challenge group. You should be in there and you should be engaging. You should be in there and you should be participating. Be a challenger for life, okay? You'll stay on your own journey. It'll help you stay accountable. You'll be able to inspire others through sharing your journey because you're in that challenge group. So you guys just contribute to a challenge group, okay? Then recognize achievement. This is something that I sometimes forget to do in my challenge groups. I'll admit it. This is part of the Success Club system tracker that I need to improve on. Even if you just make it, something small every day to celebrate someone, okay? Even if it's just in the comment section of your daily accountability post, okay? Or you can make it a separate post. Empower people, love on them. Like they will return that love 10 times over. Okay. So recognize them. Okay. Empower people and love on them. Then the next one is respond to messages. And honestly, you guys, I don't say, because I can get behind on messages. It happens. The bigger your business grows, the more behind you can get, the more messages you get. But I just make it a point to respond to messages by the end of the day. I try my best, if I don't fall asleep, I try my best to respond to every message before I go to bed. Okay, so I just kind of touch on my messages here and there throughout the day. If I can tell they're super important, then I will jump on them. If not, I just make sure that before bed, in my power hour, I will message everyone back at the end of the day. All right. And then the last section is personal development. You guys all know this. You guys know we talk about this all the time. And if you have any extra time in your power hour and you've crunched out everything else, devote it to this. Even if you've already done it that day, double down on it if you have extra time, okay? You can do so many things through personal development. It's awesome for your content. You'll get great social media content out of it, even if it's just a quote that you find or something you learn that day through your personal development. Share it on your Instagram with a beautiful picture of yourself or a picture of something, and then share what you learned. Right? It makes great content. And then it's going to help you build confidence. Okay. If there's one thing I struggled as a new coach, sometimes I still do, it's confidence. But reading that personal development every morning helps me to get my day started right with the confidence that I need to push forward. Okay. And then it also helps to conquer those self-limiting beliefs that you have in your head. And we have our next team call in a couple weeks is Brad Bishjack, and he is a mindset guru. He is amazing with mindset, and he will teach you how to overcome self-limiting beliefs. I cannot wait to have him on again. He actually couldn't wait. He messaged me and said, I want to jump on your team's call again. He's got all new content to share. So super excited to have him on. But personal development will help you conquer self-limiting beliefs. And then if anything, you guys will just continue to learn and grow. And that's something that we need to do in this business, no matter how long we've been in this business. It's going on 8 years for me. And I always am learning and growing. There's still things I'm learning and growing on every single day. Okay. So is that my last slide? Oh no. Oh yeah. So then at the bottom of your tracker, you'll see a little section that says my weekly business results. Okay. You guys can track your number of followers. You can track your number of new challengers, your number of new coaches, and then your points that week for Success Club at the very bottom. It's so important to track those results, you guys. So you can kind of also look back and think, what did I do last week that worked really well? And then what did I do that didn't work so well? And how can I fix it, right? Be more intentional. Okay, so that's what that last section is for. And I do want to show you guys this too. This, the last page is the people I've contacted this week. Okay, so you have a whole sheet to write down. You have no excuses when you print this out. You have a sheet where you can write down everybody's name who you touch base with. Maybe not everybody's name that you followed up with, you guys, but the people who you had a great conversation with that you think maybe could lead to a challenge invite, or someone who you think would really be amazing on your team. Write the name down so you don't forget to follow up. Okay, give it a day or so. If you don't hear back from them during your follow-ups, follow up again. Okay. So you have a section for notes. You can write down little notes, the date you want to follow up, and then check off when you followed up with them, okay? So tomorrow on my live Daily Basics, I'll be talking all about follow-up and giving a little bit more information about follow-up, but gotta have it written down, okay? So I think that's it. Let me see. Yep, that's the last slide. All right, so I know I would love to have anyone who has had success with the Success Club system. I don't know if Jen Smith is on, but if she is, I don't know if I can even find her to unmute her. Here, let me stop my sharing. Woo, this might be our biggest call in a while. Look at this. I don't even know if I can find Jen. Jen, are you here? Let me scroll through here. See, anyone see Jen Smith? Yes?
Yeah, she's there. Jen, unmute yourself. Oh, there she is.
Thank you. I'm trying to find her name in the list. And oh, there she is. Hey, Jen. So Jen actually told me when I told her about this call, she said that this tracker system helped her to reach Diamond. And I'd love for her to share it a little bit. You there, Jen? Says she's unmuted. Maybe she's having technical difficulties. Anybody else while we're waiting on Jen? Anybody else been using this and noticed a difference in their business since they've been using it? I know Cheryl's been using it for a while. I'm trying to look at everybody else's faces. Anybody? Is everybody new to this? Maybe? And that's okay.
Hey Amy, it's Wendy. So I have like 52 sheets of it on my desk.
That's awesome.
It's helped me just prioritize what I need to do before I head to bed. Like you said, I just look at it and say, okay, I didn't check off this box. Let me get it done before going to bed. So it's just one of the things that keeps you honest about your goals. And if you do it, then it's done. You don't have to worry about it. So versus it feel like it's piling up on you, right?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So I love it.
And it gives you something to check off. I love having lists and being able to like check everything off, right?
Yeah. I'm also the type to finish something and then add it to my list and then check it off. So, but then this, I'm like, okay, I can see everything and I don't have to do that. So
yeah. You know what I've seen someone else do too is they actually took it and laminated it so that they don't have to print out so many. Like they would just laminate it, dry erase it, and do it the next day. If you don't have the paper to print out 52 of them, you know.
They sell them at the dollar store.
The dollar store?
The sleeves? The whatever?
Yeah, just get the sleeves and then just get a little grease board.
Yeah, I already printed. I wasted my
Right, she's got it. Just stick in a binder, Wendy, you're good to go.
The thing I found about it, Amy, is that like it actually helps me pinpoint how much time I need to spend on what. Because I am like, I see something shiny and I get distracted and then my husband's laughing because he knows it's true. He's like, except he says, yes, that's so true. So for me, it makes me know, like there's a lot of other things I have on my to-do list too, and I go through that and make sure that's like, okay, what else haven't I done and how much time should I be spending on that? Because sometimes I'll spend like an hour on something that should take only 20 minutes.
Yes. How many of you spend like an hour on just updating your stories? Be honest. See? No, the best thing you can do with that time is contact people who are watching your stories, right? And just be more simple with your Instagram stories. Be basic. It's okay. People want you to be real. They don't care about the fluff. And if you have extra time, like go make your stories pretty. That's okay. But do the important things first. For definitely eat the frog. Anybody else want to share how it's helped them?
I can share. So I printed mine out and I I binded it.
Binded? Is that a word?
Jake has this machine at home to bind things, so I used it. And I personally prefer to have it printed out than just like a dry erase each day or each week, because then you can keep track from week to week, and especially with the names, like the people that you put on your list, I find that super helpful to have all of those in one place and be able to go back to it from week to week. And I know for me, it's really, it's kept me on track with some things that I was putting to the side. So for the first, under the connect, invite, follow up section, the first thing is initiate connections and add followers. So during that section, I'll always set up my Captivate for the day and go and do my cleaner also. And there was a period of time in December where I don't know, it's so easy to do, but I just kept forgetting to do it. So now that I have that there, I do it I do that as part of that step. And I also now keep track of how many followers I'm adding each day and each week. And that motivates, because I see that number going up when I'm consistent with my Captivate. That motivates me to keep doing it every day. And just some other things, where it says do a social media post. Sometimes I could spend 30 minutes taking a picture, which is ridiculous. So now that I see that section, I'm like, oh my gosh, 10 minutes? Okay, I'm spending 5 minutes taking a picture and 5 minutes writing a post. Yeah. So I was really overthinking it for a while and wasting time trying to get the perfect picture, which is silly. So that just those two things have really kept me on track.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, thank you for sharing. And I don't think you're alone. I think a lot of us are like, delete all these pictures, take it again. And, it's just too much. And for me, it's not even the picture, it's the content. Like I will spend 20 minutes doing content. It's like, what am I doing? Just be simple, share your journey. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, So just simply share your journey. Use your social media as an accountability partner. Just share it. Share what you're feeling, share what you're thinking. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I'm always looking at other people's posts, and that's another thing, you guys. Don't follow. If you're following other people, that's great for information and ideas, but don't feel like you have to have this perfectly crafted, wordy post. Just be you. That's the most important thing you can do. But yeah, I love the whole fact that there's times on here, because I used to do the same thing. Just get caught up. And now I'm like, okay, 20 minutes for this, 10 minutes for this. It just makes it so much easier. Right. Anybody else want to share? Is Jen hooked up there? I don't know if we can hear Jen. Is it just me? Yeah, no. Yeah, you're not muted. She's like, I have no idea. Well, if you want to, maybe I'll have you make a post in the team page, or is that okay? Sorry. Okay, awesome. Does anybody have any questions in the chat before? Okay. I love your binding book. We can send all our pages to Jake and he can just bind them all for us. That's awesome. All right. Any other questions, comments? Anybody else want to share before we call tonight? I love that we kept this under an hour. I love it.
Hey, Amy, can I ask a question?
Sure.
So I come from a very corporate background. So when we're doing networking in PD, so we usually kind of build a relationship a couple times before we would kind of go. So probably a pretty silly question, but when you initially ping them and start the conversation, do you kind of get it rolling a few times before you kind of put that invite in?
I definitely do. I mean, there's times when I see someone and I do a cold invite where I'm like, oh girl, I've looked at your Instagram page and you are so inspiring, and I don't even know how you're not a coach yet, but I think you should totally look into this. Like there's times when I do that, but the majority of the time I will have conversations going back 3, 4, 5, 6 to 15 times, It really depends on the person, what your connection is, and that conversation can naturally flow into an invite as you're starting to get to know them and their needs, what they need, what they're looking for, where they struggle. But I think you really have to go to their page, really go through their stuff and find something that can connect you, and then just build from there. Yeah, I definitely connect quite a few times before. Does that help? Okay, awesome. All right, anybody else? And yes, it is recorded, Jackie. I will post it to the team page for sure. Hey, love. Okay, anybody else, you guys?
I still have no audio.
Who's that?
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, we heard
you. Is that Jen?
Okay.
We got Jen. All
Sorry.
right.
I don't know what the F is up with my computer. Sorry.
User.
It's not the user. Shut up.
It's the user.
Okay, so here's my tracker. So I actually started using this in January, and it's been huge for me. I'm not going to go into the story, but I just reconnected with my why, and I decided I really needed this in January, and I really wanted to give this 150%. And so I printed a whole bunch of these out, and I started looking at the parts that I wasn't doing. And then I said to myself, what is the quickest way for me to rank advance? Because that's what I wanted to do in January. What's the quickest way for me to do it? And I went to the part that said get people results. And I used that to look at all of my people that were on Shakeology and all of my coaches. And I realized that I don't have a lot of coaches, but all the coaches that I have had these wicked transformations. So I went through and I just invited every single person that is on monthly Shakeology or that has had any kind of a transformation to coaching. And I was able to get the number of coaches that I needed to rank advance. So, and I'm using it differently this month. Like, right, everybody is really good at some things and not so great at others. And, I'm really crappy at the connecting part and the adding followers. So that's kind of my focus this month. And I don't get stressed if I don't hit every box. Like that stressed me right out before, and I'd be like, oh, forget it. I can't do it. I'm just going to toss it and it's done. And I don't anymore. And like, if there's a couple empty boxes here and there, it's okay. I still use it. And it's been awesome for me. So
that's a great point for you not to get stressed out, because there's still boxes I don't hit, you know, and it's just the point of being consistent and trying to improve where you were the last week, right? And I love how Jen tailored it to her goals for that specific week or that specific month. And I love that you looked at it and you're like, what am I not good at? What do I need to improve on? So you're probably making sure that you hit your followers and you hit your, you know, responding to comments and likes. So it's really helping you to improve, which is in turn, I mean, you became a diamond coach, so that's incredible. And I love that you wanted to get people results and you saw that part of it and said, I'm going to reach out to everybody who's gotten results in my groups and reach out to them about coaching. Like, that is huge. Amazing. Like, that's an aha moment for me, Jen. So thank you for sharing that. Now I'm like, I'm going to go look at all of my challengers and see who's gotten ultimate goals. So that's amazing. Thank you, Jen. Awesome. All right, you guys, if there are no other questions, let me just check the chat box one more time. All right, I think we're good. Any other last minute questions or comments? I feel like it helped you guys. I'm gonna go rock it and go print out 52 or at least laminate one. Awesome. I mean it, you guys. If you guys commit to the Success Hub system tracker, it's been proven to work and it's been proven to help people grow their businesses significantly. So commit to it, be consistent with it, and you will rock 2019. All right, you guys, have a fantastic night. It was so good to see you all. Take care. Bye, everyone.